Welcome to Stronger for Longer. I'm Jenny and I'm going to take you through 10 exercises that are going to help you build bone and muscle strength during perimenopause and menopause. Bone health is so important at all points in our life, but particularly after menopause. This is due to low levels of estrogen that can make bones very weak and vulnerable. It's shown in studies that 1 in 2 women over the age of 50 are likely to break a bone due to osteoporosis. But you can help prevent this by doing regular strength and impact exercises. The exercises in this video will help with the symptoms of menopause, such as low mood, joint pains, insomnia, but they're also going to give you a healthy heart and help you age well. Building strong bones and muscles now will also prevent falls later in life. The sooner you get started, the better. It's never too late to start. These exercises will help you to stay stronger for longer. Before we start, there's a few things we need to think about. One of them is equipment. So we're going to need a mat. We're going to need some weights. If you don't have dumbbells, it doesn't matter. You can use cans, you can use bottles of water. We also need a skipping rope and also a chair. So that's the equipment you might have ready to hand so that you've got it there for each exercise. The exercises have a natural gradual progression. We have a beginner level, intermediate and advanced. If you're not sure where to start, I would suggest start with the beginner level and then you can gradually work your way through the levels. Now, how often should you be doing these? We're aiming for 2 to 3 times a week. So you've got 10 exercises and we're going to aim as well that we try and build those 10 exercises so you can repeat it maybe 3 times over. And then you'll be doing that 2 to 3 times a week. Make sure that you have a day in between so you've got time to let your muscles rest. So it might be you do the exercises on a Monday, rest on a Tuesday, redo them on a Wednesday, for example. It's really important that you hydrate throughout, so make sure you drink lots of water as and when needed. Make sure that you have suitable footwear that's supportive and has a grip. And then it's really important that around you, the area is free of any hazards that you might trip over whilst exercising. So, most important thing I must say is please listen to your body. Do as much or as little as you need. You know your body. But if you have any health concerns or are pregnant, please speak to a doctor or a health professional and they will advise. And I think the most important thing, make sure you enjoy it, have fun and breathe. So I'm going to take you through a warm-up in a minute. So get yourself ready and let's get started. Let's warm up. It's really important that we mobilise joints and get our heart rate raised before we exercise. So we're going to start off feet just hip width apart and we're going to start off just with our head. We're going to start by just gently looking upwards and then we're going to look down and repeat. So we're going to look up and look down. Be careful if you have any neck issues. We're then going to look to the side and to the centre, back to the other side and in. Repeating. Excellent. And then we're going to take a tilt. So our ear is going to go towards our shoulder, but we don't move the shoulder. And tilt. Excellent. Tilting and tilt. Lovely. So our shoulders are now going to shrug up towards our ears and down. Shrug up and down. We take another 2 of those. Lovely. And up. We're now going to roll those shoulders back. We're going to think forward and up towards our ears. Forward and up towards the ears. A big circle, increasing that range of movement as you go. And the same thing with an arm circle. Again, the bigger the motion, the better. Really feel that stretch. And up. Excellent. Now bring our hands in front and we're going to just take a twist to one side and back. Twisting and back. Twisting that upper body, but keep the hips where they are. Excellent. Good. Just give that a little shake out. And we're going to now go into a side bend. So we're going to take our arm, lifting it up, big big circle like a rainbow over, and then bring it back. Keep all your joints soft, don't lock them. Big stretch, feel that side stretching as you go. Lifting up and away, fingertips as far away as you can reach them. And the other way, over and back. Into our hips, we're going to circle our hips round in a circle. So the hips are going to circle round one way. We go for 4 times. And when you're ready, go back the other way. Just really mobilizing those hips. Ready for exercise. Lovely. So, bringing the feet a little bit closer. This one you might choose to hold onto a wall, but we're going to circle our ankle, mobilize the ankle. You can put the arms out to balance. Circle it one way, and then circle the other way. Excellent. Bring it back together, and the same with the other leg. So you're going to lift it off, circle outwards, and then you're going to circle it inwards. Very good. Remember, hold on if you need to. It's not easy standing on the one leg. Excellent. So now let's take it into a little bit more aerobic. We're just going to take a march. That's it. Get those knees up as high as you can as you're marching. And then we just take a gentle knee bend. Small little bounce. Bounce. No snapping of the joints. Take it back into that march. Just get those knees up towards your hip if you can. This time a tiny little bounce, just trying to raise that heart rate a little bit. Fantastic. And let's repeat that. So we're going back to a little march and a little bounce with the legs. Bounce, bounce, 3, and a little march up. And we take it into our little gentle bounce, but you can add a little twist. Excellent. Back to that march. Hopefully that heart rate's coming up a little bit now. 3, and a little march. Excellent. Bounce. Let's take it into a sway, side to side. Fantastic. Bringing that march back down. Very good. I think we're ready for our 10 exercises now. So, our first exercise of the intermediate level is skipping. This is almost a continuation of the warm-up to help us get that cardio fitness and make sure we're fully warm. So at this level, what we're looking for is a skip, a double bounce, and we're going to try and do for 1 minute. So by the double bounce, I mean we're going to swing and do our little double bounce. Okay, so that is the version we're going to use. Again, we're aiming for a minute, but if you have a moment you need to stop, if you get all tangled up in your rope, it could be me doing that, then feel free. Please just stop, untangle and have a go. If you really don't feel confident using a rope to skip over, again, like we did with the beginner level, we mimicked the skipping action without a rope. So please do whatever is comfortable for you. So we're going to have a go. 1 minute of skipping. Are we ready? I'm with you on this one. Let's go. And take it nice and easy to begin with. Keep breathing. Just think nice light jumps. Excellent. Remember, don't worry if you need to stop. If you get caught up, it's fine. That's it, keep going. You're doing very well. Lovely. Keep going. We're getting towards the end. A few more. Well done. Excellent work. We're going to move into the second exercise of our intermediate level, which is a plank. So for this one, you're going to need a mat, and you might need your watch or a phone just so you can time yourself as you're doing the exercise. This one is all about strengthening our core, our muscles, and it will help us with balance, posture, and general stability. So let's come down to the mat. We're going to be in a tabletop position. So we're thinking about a 90-degree angle at our hips and at our knees, and our wrists are right underneath our shoulders, and they're about shoulder width apart. What you mustn't do is lock your elbow joints during this one. And all I'm going to do is curl my toes under, and then I'm just going to hover my knees off the floor, like so. And I'm engaging my core by pulling my tummy button towards my spine, but I don't want to round the back, so I'm still keeping that tabletop feeling as we do it. Keep breathing throughout, and we're going to hold this for 30 seconds. Shall we have a go all together? You'll feel it by the end, and then you can gradually progress the time. So let's take that position. Take your time to get down to the floor. Good tabletop position. Straight back. Pulling that tummy towards the spine. Curl your toes under. Are we ready to go? Let's lift the knees now. Holding it there. Excellent. Don't lock those elbows. Keep them nice and strong, but just soft. Holding it. Tummy button towards your spine. Keep your neck pulling nice and long as you do this. So you've really got that long line through the body as you do it. You can really probably start feeling it working now as you're doing it. So really just holding, and we're nearly there. And we're just going to come rest those knees down, uncurl the toes, and give those wrists a little circle. Well done. So that was 30 seconds. You might want to drop down a bit. You might want to go up. Make sure you just challenge yourself every time you do it. Well done. We are going to move into our third exercise, which is our shoulder press. For this one, you're going to need some weights. Again, if you did the beginner level, you will notice it's the same exercise. All I've done is increased the weight. If you didn't do the beginner exercise, that's absolutely fine. You're going to find a weight that is comfortable but challenges you when you do 10 presses. So, technique of this one, hip distance apart. I'm standing super tall, tummy pulled into spine. Imagine that head's like a helium balloon lifting upwards. And I place my arms here. So they're right by my shoulders. And all I'm going to do is press the arms above my head and bring them back down. Being careful not to lock joints or to let them go behind me. And I push up. Really control the movement as you go. So there's no jerky quality at all. Super smooth. Okay, so we're going to do that together. We're going to go for 10 of them. So get yourself ready, get your weights, standing tall. Place the hands ready, engage the core. Here we go. Pushing up, 1 and 2. Don't lock those joints, 3. Well done, keep pushing. We're halfway there. Make sure they're going forward as you do it. We're at 7. Well done. 8. Fantastic. 9. Last one. 10. Excellent. And just give those shoulders a little roll. Remember, keep questioning, are those weights challenging for me? If not, can you find something that's a little bit harder? Or if it was too much, drop the weight back. Let's move on to a different muscle group now. So for our fourth exercise, we're going to work our leg muscles and our hips. We're going to be doing a squat. For this one, we need a weight to be held in front of us. I'm going to turn just slightly on an angle so you can see. I'm holding the weight out in front of me. My feet again are hip distance apart, soft knees, posture there all the time, thinking about our core, not leaning back. And I'm going to imagine I'm going to sit on a nice comfy armchair, but unfortunately we're not. So we're going to sit back, all the way down, trying to get that 90 degree, and then come back up. push through the heels to come up. So we squat all the way down and we push all the way up. Okay, so it's really important that you think about your bottom going backwards as if you're going to sit down on a chair. So, should we try 10 of these together? Get yourself in the right position, hip distance apart, holding something in front of you. It could even be a book, anything that's got a bit of weight to it, holding there. Here we go, let's go 10 together, and down we go. And coming up, that's 1. And again. Fantastic. Are you going low as you can? Down we go. 3. And again, 4. Stretching tall in between. 5. And up. And 6. Don't worry if you can't go all the way down at first. You can gradually build that depth as you go. This is our 8th. We're nearly there. You should be feeling that now in those legs. 9. You've made it 1 more. Here we go. 10. Well done. Just give yourself a little shake out. Excellent. We're going to move into a different muscle group now, and we're going to do some lateral raises that are going to strengthen our shoulders and our upper back muscles. So for this one, I've got 2 weights. Again, dumbbells are great, but if needed, you could always use water. The exercise is actually the same as the beginner level. I've just increased the weight. If you didn't do the beginner level, we advise have a weight that feels comfortable but challenges you to do the 10 reps. So we start with it by our side. Arms are going to raise up to the side, up to shoulder height, and then they come all the way back down with control. Smooth movement up and a smooth movement back down. All the time engaging your core, keeping your shoulders down and making sure you breathe. Should we try this one all together? So feet hip distance apart, engage the core. You can almost just have a little roll of those shoulders down. Here we go. Ready. 1, 2, excellent. And 3. Keep those arms going to your shoulder height. And 5. Be careful not to raise the shoulders though. Keep them lowered. 7. Excellent. 8. And 9. We've got 1 more to do. 10. Close. Excellent. Remember, if that felt too easy, you can always try and increase that weight a little bit. If it felt too much, bring your weight back down. You'll be glad to know we're halfway through the 10 exercises now. We're going to move back into our leg muscles to do some lunges. For this one, you're going to need 2 weights, and I'm going to hold 1 in each hand. The weight again needs to be comfortable but challenging, and it acts as almost an anchor either side of you. So if I demonstrate sideways arm, I'm going to power 1 leg forward, engage my core before that happens, and I go forward and then pull back. And then I use the other leg and coming back in. So we're going all the way down. We're trying to get that 90-degree angle in that knee joint and come back. Checking that my knee, front knee, doesn't go over my toes. I want to make sure it stays behind so the technique is strong. So let's have a go at those together. Find that stance, holding your weights. Let's go. Ready. 1. And back. 2. Bring it back. 3. If you can't go all the way down, don't worry. You can gradually build to the depth of the lunge. 5. And 6. Fantastic. Keep going. 7. Power forward. 8. We're nearly there. 9. Last one. 10. Very good. We're going to move into an exercise now called mountain climber. For this one, it's a really effective body weight exercise, and it's going to really help with your core and your balance. You'll feel all your muscles in this one. We need a mat, and we're going to come down to our mat to take a plank position. So we'll be in our plank with our hands underneath our shoulders, trying to create that lovely straight line through the body. And then all I do is draw one knee in and place it back down. The second leg and place. And again, keeping those elbows soft, not locked. So should we try 10 of these together? We're going to do 5 on the right, 5 on the left, but alternating, so it'll be 10 in total. Are you ready? Get yourself down to the mat, find that lovely plank position in a straight line, and let's go. 1, 2, 3. Excellent. 4. Draw that knee in. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. 10. Lower those knees down and come back. We're on to our 8th exercise now, and we're moving back into our arms. We're going to be working our triceps. So we're strengthening the back of our arms. For this one, as you can see, you need a chair. And we're going to be sat forward to begin with, and you're going to place your hands at the front of the chair. And then you're going to just take the body weight forward so it's hovering over the floor rather than the chair. Now the important thing here is we're going to lower our bottom towards the floor, and the elbows need to go backwards. And then I push back up. So I lower down and I push back up. My feet are just kind of a hip distance apart, and my legs are bent in front of me. Okay, so we're going to be doing 10 of these. So just to begin with, you might want to just try taking that weight into the wrists and hovering that bottom off the chair initially before we start. But once you're ready, let's do 10 reps together. So get yourself comfortable, feet forward, planted into the floor, still keep that lovely posture, shoulders down, and we go 1, elbows backwards, 2, and 3, 4, keep a long neck, 5, 6, keep going, well done, 8, we're nearly there, 9, and 10. And then just bring yourself carefully back to your chair. Well done, good job. We're nearly there. We're now going to move into a press up. For this one, we're going to use a box position. So we're going to take our arms quite wide, further out than your shoulders, and your hips need to be at a 90-degree angle and at the knee joint. And then we're going to take all the weight into our upper body, and we're going to press forward and come back up. So press down towards the floor and come back up. So as you do that, you want the weight to be in those arms to find that press. Okay, we're going to go for 10 of these. This is really going to strengthen our muscles in our arms, our chest, and our core. Let's go. Should we do 10 together? Wide position with those hands, and we're lowering that head towards the floor as we go down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep going. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. 10. Excellent. So our final exercise for our intermediate level is a star jump. Now for this one, we're adding the impact. If you remember, those that have done the beginner level, that was more about stretching out in the shape. We're now adding that jump to have that impact, and we're jumping out and we're jumping in. Things to think about are that we must remember to bend our knees when we jump to take off and land. we must ground our heels. So we don't want to be jumping on our toes, okay? And we're also thinking about stretching right out to the diagonal corners in the room. So think for the corner. So we jump out and in as we do it. Okay, so again, keep that lovely posture, open shoulders, head lifting up, and we're going to go for 10 star jumps together. Are you ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fantastic. Well done. You've completed all 10 of the exercises at intermediate level. So have a think, why not go back and try and do all 10 exercises again, another whole set? And we're trying to build up to 3 whole sets if you can. Once you feel really comfortable with this level, try the advanced level and give yourself a little bit more of a challenge. Once you've completed all the sets that you're going to complete today, it's really, really important that you do a cool down. So I'm just going to take you through some guidelines of what you might do. So we're going to start like we did with our warm-up, just gently moving that head up to the ceiling and then look down to the floor. Just getting that neck mobilized and just stretching it out. We're going to look to the side and to the other side. Back to the center, repeating, and again. Gently again, we're going to tilt as much as you want to with that head, taking it down towards the shoulder, but not meeting your shoulder with your head. Excellent. Keep going. And then let's take that shrug. So we're going to shrug the shoulders up and heavy down. Lift them up, deep breath. And out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Now let's just roll them, big roll up to the ears and back. Forward, up to the ears and back. Excellent. Good. Just bringing that heart rate down. And then we're going to take that into a big arm circle. Again, trying to just stretch across that chest as you open those arms up. Very good. Lovely. And just a very gentle twist we're going to take from side to side. So twisting, come back to center, gentle twist, really thinking about keeping those hips forward and in. There we go. Now, can you remember that side bend? We're going to take that side bend up, soft knees and over, and we're just going to actually hold it there. Ideally, you do want to try and hold these stretches for a good 30 seconds. And coming back. And the other way. Stretching up, holding it there. Feel that lovely stretch in the side of the body as you're there. And recover. Fantastic. We're going to take it into our calves now. So we're going to do a calf stretch. We want our feet to be parallel. So they're on like tram lines. So if I face forward, you can see my feet are both pointing forward. Hands on the leg, or you can keep them on your waist, your choice. And you're just going to push that heel down in the back and feel that calf stretching. Keep a lovely posture as you do it. And hold. And the same thing, swapping to the other leg. Calf stretching, heel into the floor. Knee not past the toe though. Keep that nice and safe in that position. Super. So keeping with our legs, we're going to stretch our quadricep here now from all that high impact jumps. So you're going to pick up one leg. If you need to hold on to a wall or a chair, that's absolutely fine. And you're just going to bring that knee, if you can, in line with the other knee. So you hold that position, heel towards your bottom or as close as you can get. Soft knee that you're standing on. Well done. And swap to the other side. Again, don't worry if you need a wall or a chair for balance, that's fine. So bringing that in as much as you can to stretch that quadricep at the front of the leg. It's a great balance exercise as well. Lovely. So hamstring wise, we're going to place one heel forward, hands are going to be crossed on the other leg, and you're going to have a nice straight back, and you should be able to feel a stretch down the back of the hamstring. If you want, you can reach for that toe for extra stretch. Holding it there. You may want to hold it longer than we hold it. That's absolutely fine. And swap onto the other leg. Feel that. If you want a further stretch, reach forward for that toe. Super. Coming up. So we should really stretch out our tricep, which is the back of our arm. To do that, you're going to reach up and forward, give yourself a little pat on the back, and you're going to gently push the upper arm back. Again, people have different range of movement. Some might be here, some might have it further back. It's absolutely fine where you are. You just need to feel a stretch in the back of the arm. Holding it there. Keep your core strong so you're not arching your back. Release the arm and take the other arm up. Push him back and hold it there. Fantastic. Hopefully that heart rate's just coming back down. Lovely. And release. Now we're going to open those arms up and you're going to push back as far as you can. We should feel like a bird soaring through the sky. We want to have that stretch across the front, holding that position. Once you've had that stretch, bring those arms in front, chin goes towards the chest, and just feel that stretch across the back of the shoulders in there, holding strong. Fabulous. Just gently roll everything out and take a deep breath in and out. Again and out through the mouth. Once more and out. Well done, everyone.